It's a subject that's caused a fierce debate in France. The new catchphrase of Islamo-leftism, used by mainly right-wing politicians to discredit left-wing activists. With fears of a crackdown on academic freedoms, especially on studies of race, gender and post-colonialism. The Higher Education Minister, Frédérique Vidal, says she's launching an official study into the concept and its effects on the academic world.
I think that Islamo-leftism is eating away at our society as a whole, and universities are not immune to that.
It's a vague term that she herself struggles to define. But she criticises academics for always looking at everything through the prism of their will to divide. That, for example, some in higher education will refuse to condemn acts of terrorism because of the perceived persecution of French Muslims.
This belief has come from the right wing of politics in France, who see campuses like this as being prey to a cancel culture, a closing down of debate, something they believe has come directly from the United States.
The backlash has been strong. Some 600 university professors have called on the minister to resign for defaming a profession. They see it as a government attempt to silence them on certain issues, and that there's an elite sector of French society not wanting to recognise the multicultural realities of the modern state.
They view it, and they would never acknowledge that, but they view it as a threat for themselves. I mean, it's really some sort of a guts reaction to all this. It's the fact that they want to save what really is meaningful to them. The way France was is not anymore and will never be again.
Condemning people in this way as Islamo-leftist has happened before, but this time it's being seen differently.
When some journalists or activists or intellectuals of color were labeled in the very same way, it didn't raise that much attention. The minister, instead of protecting the professors who work on her behalf in a certain way, she's just trying to prevent them from doing what they're supposed to do.
Whether a government inquiry yields any results or peters out quietly remains to be seen. But like most contentious decisions taken by the Macron government, it has to be viewed with one eye on the next French elections in just over a year's time, and the desire of this administration to attract voters from the right of the political spectrum. Francis Collings, TRT World, Paris.